Hey family, this is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. Yeah, I back here now. The missus, she is in the airport, and they are waiting to take off here in about another hour or so. Try to call her and all that right there again, just to check to see. But it must be probably do some security and all. Yes, peace, family, peace, peace. Peace, Ferrari. I know I mess that up all the time, but like I said, I speak English. Um, who else up in the house here? Who's up in the house? Happy New Year's, guys. JJ. All right. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna give a minute or two, but yeah, the how you deal with now that your spouse is gone. How do you kind of move forward? The Queen Key. Hey, what's up? Greetings, sister. I saw your video today that you made it to Arusha today. Nice. It's definitely a nice, and beautiful apartment that you have out there. How much that costing anyway? Because I keep hearing about the cheap costs up in Arusha. Arusha, I think I'm saying it right, in Tanzania. For y'all who haven't followed the Queen Key, check her out. Young lady up there in Arusha in Tanzania definitely can help you. For those who are wanting to go ahead and find out more information about transitioning as a young lady or even a young man, it don't matter. She's doing it there, right there. Just got back from, you just got back from Kenya. Yeah, I think it was. I saw one of your videos. Okay, you'll email them. Okay, I see. No problemo. Who else we got in the house? Greetings, King. I don't take defeat. There we go. Yeah, doing Garvey TV. Peace, Black. Anna May. Research. Nina Reyes. Nina Reyes. Okay. Nina Reyes. I know that name. Where do I know that name? Nina Reyes. I know that name. I got to give a little thought to it. I know that name. Hello, family from DeLand, Florida. Happy New Year. Deborah Green. All right. Peace, Queen Key, somebody says. Giving a holler at a queen out there. Hello. Yeah, shalom, my brother, Dale Bonds. Hello, brother. Yeah, so, we already at 132 people. Man, that's great. Yeah, so the missus is in the airport right now, family, and she is about to embark on her flight back to the U.S. And those who had the fortunate who was fortunate enough to watch our video yesterday, you gain a lot of information, I guess, on how do we stand. Was a woman down here watched them depart today, and she couldn't figure out, African sister, could not figure out why am I staying and my family is going. But I explained it to her, and it didn't make much sense, but it is what it is, and everybody, and it doesn't have to make sense to most people. Safe trip home. Yeah, she's gonna have a safe trip home. Speak it in the atmosphere, wish your family safe trip. Yep, appreciate it, David. Yep, I definitely appreciate those beautiful thoughts from each and every one of you all. A few things I want to just share tonight is how tough it is when you see your other half go, and how do you deal with that, and I share with my wife today that there are some things that I'm very aware of, and then I go into a certain mode, and that mode is I put on the watchful, I become the watcher. And I told her she needs to become the watcher too. When she gets back, there's going to be some things that really is going to become irritating to her within. And what I mean by that is that when you go to a place and you kind of get a little situated and all, and because Ava was here about 3.5 weeks or so, you kind of forget where you came from in a sense, and then when you get back, some things are just going to stand out to you, and it may cause some irritability. You gotta set yourself aside as far as physically, spiritually, and mentally. And I told her she needs to be aware of that. just as well, because anytime you disconnect with your loved one, you're going to go through some type of change. And you all know, family, when your kids leave off to go to college, or you go through a divorce, or you lose a loved one. These things you're going to go through some issues. And so I'm being the watcher, and that is for myself, and watching over me, watching around me, watching within me, watching outside of me. I have to become the watcher. And the funny thing, so when we're going downstairs into the lobby, there's music playing. They got this tied to the restaurant. There's in the restaurant they have I guess a band or DJ plays each night. And they was playing some old school music, and I was hoping that I could film it, but I was not able to get my camera out and just try to. It was old folks too. I mean, I say old folks. I mean not that older folks, but it was folks in they they mid-40s on up, and they were playing some old school, I call it the juke joint music. And I say, wow, in Kenya they playing juke joint music, and so it was just one of those things that when I walked in there, and I said farewell to my wife and them, and I walked in there, and those who watched last night, there was just this. I mean, there was men, women in there. There was couple down, there was just single men and some single women's over in the place. I walked in there, and there it went, bam, that quick. A memory bank was open, and it just took me back. It took me back to the old days, when I was a young cat. And I stopped, and I was just, listening to music, and I'm bebopping my head, and I'm looking around and everything. And then I see the DJ over there. I used to DJ back in the days. So I go over there to the DJ and just watch him just playing his music, just checking out his equipment. And then I said, okay, all right, let me go ahead and go to the dining area to order my food. And I get about halfway, and there are some women sitting there. Of course, they looking at me, and I catch their eye, and I'm looking at them, and I keep walking, because I know I'm looking different than the average person. And y'all know, when you frequent a place, you know who the new people are. And so I get to order my food and everything, and the guy hits another song, and all I hear is like, man, I need to go over there and get me a drink. You give me a drink, sit down, maybe, listen to music. And it was just like, I know it. I know the trick. I know it. There goes that memory bank. And so I said, let me take my butt upstairs, wait to let them deliver the food, and let me go ahead and do my live and all that right there. And I did. This is the watcher. I have been caught and trapped so many times over the years when I was a single man, that I get caught up in that mess, and you wind up doing things that you wish you wouldn't have done, and living a life of regret. But in saying that, yes, my wife, she is, for those who's just coming in, my wife is in the airport. She and Serenity is on their way back to the camp, and I am going to remain here, as many of you all already know. And I want to hear from you all. What you all would like to see or would like to know? Now, I am looking at trying to do some different things. And one is, I want to showcase the position, the contribution of the women. And I'm not sure if I don't even have to check and see, because I uploaded first a thumbnail of this video here, and it had a photo, but I uploaded another photo that had pictures of women, beautiful paintings of women, and I'm trying to look here to see, did that post or not, of the thumbnail. And so Plea, I just arrived. What happened? I think, Plea, you're the one who said, somebody contact me when he goes through his shout outs, and then I think that was you. I remember you making a mention of. But let me see here, because I had titled it, Wifey is gone and what's the next move for Go Black. Now, I decided to go ahead and I want to do some contribution. I want to do some footage on the contributions of African women and the roles they play in the history. And I want to hit some of those areas around in the different places I'm going here in the next couple of days. The reason why I want to is because I still believe that, women have gotten a bad rap. And I believe that a lot of women coming from America are suffering from a lot of issues that they themselves have been put in unbeknownst to them. And any of you all know I did a video about the YouTubers who are dealing with negativity. And I had the unapologetic Negro Opinion on my show. I interviewed him to just kind of ask some questions because he was hitting on our sister ES and other YouTubers out there pretty hard. And I was trying to, let him explain himself because he reached out to me. And he wanted to clear some air on things, but I let him talk. I asked him some questions, and I let you all decide on where you think he stands. But there's been some videos that came out today, and our sister ES was some videos, I guess, of some things that has transpired. And this ain't gonna be a show about ES, but I'm gonna say this right here, that peace and blessings. You dig entertainment. Thank you for your contribution. It hurts my heart. I'm seeing women after women coming to this continent, and they're having hard times trying to deal. And just recently, I made mention of our sister, the youngest one here, over here in Tanzania, who we thought her and another gentleman. I don't want to mention that name, but that some issues started to come up. Now, am I saying that men are innocent in a situation if it's dealing with a woman and man? No, I'm not saying that. But there's some things that just bothers me when I'm seeing our sisters are having a hard time. Why is that? How is it that I watch a film and a woman's trying to attack a man? We don't know what the video shows. We don't know whatever. But when I tell my daughters this, don't you ever try to fight a man, unless he's trying to fight you, and you got to fight, for your life. But to try to go at a man, I'm not sure why. Why is our sisters having some issues? And I'm saying this because I got love for my sisters. I'm all for my sisters. I came from a sister, my mom. I got 2 siblings that are sisters. And if there's any woman that I ever would try to do all my power to try to protect, will be a sister, a black woman. And coming from America, I know sisters struggle. I did a video. Interviewed some sisters, interviewed a sister, and had some call-ins as well, discussing about sisters having a hard time here in Africa. And this sister was talking about not even just in Africa, some of her travels. And I want to do some footage on some powerful sisters here in Africa, and doing some interviews just to find out about the African women, African wife, African woman, and African mother. Because I know and you know that we have gone through the struggle here in America. I say here in America, but over in America have gone through the struggles And so my thing is that my thing is that you know, it gets me. What do we do, sisters? What do we do, brothers? What do we do when we're coming from a continent and then we're coming into we're coming out of a country, coming into a continent and trying to adjust and trying to deal with a lot of the issues that we have suffered from America, and here we are fighting with the Africans, our African brothers and sisters, talking about the African brothers and sisters, attacking other brothers from America and stuff. I mean, how do we get over that? How do we get past that? I wanted to do a streamline, and I wanted to do streamline because I wanted people to call in, and the streamline I got popping in my mic, and I just cannot hear people's responses. So, and hopefully I can change that here shortly when I get into a temporary place. But in saying that, yes, that's my direction, family, that I want to do. I want to dedicate to our sisters, and I want to sit down and break bread with African women and hear their story, hear their problems, their pains, and then possibly be able to be a bridge so that sisters can come here and connect with some African sisters. Because you got all kind of type of African sisters here. You got the professional sisters here. You got those who are, who are home and take care of the home and raising the kids. And then you got the business women. You got those you got all kind of them. But if we're trying to do it alone, especially a sister, it's one thing when a man comes to a continent and do it on for himself, but for a sister, sisters have, and I hate to say it, used to have a unity, a bond so strong together that I remember back then. But I hear now from so many sisters that they rather have guy friends than female friends, because you know how drama-filled we are as female. I hear that time and time again. When did the sisters really start having issues with each other? When did I don't know. But you know what? I want to hear from the women. Women, give me some ideas. Give me some ideas what I could do. Because I'm just trying to help this situation. I'm trying to help situations on sisters coming and adjusting to Africa. Because I know, I've said this before you come to Africa, you best deal with your issues. Because if you haven't resolved your issues, it just follows you here to the continent. Let's put that up there. Okay. Yana Limitless said, we started having issues with each other when we neglected to study ourselves. Ebony Davis says, yep, I have mostly male friends for that reason. Nina Ray says, females can be messy. I've always gotten along better with males. It didn't used to be that way. A sisterhood was powerful in the 80s, in the 90s. And then all of a sudden, there became this disconnect. Why? I got some reasons why, but I want to hear from my sisters. Can somebody please explain to me that's of age, when I say of age, who's been around in the 70s and 80s? Man, I remember my mom and her homegirls could sit around, boy, and talk and go do girl things. I know sisters still go out and do the girl thing, lady things and stuff. But I'm hearing this more and more of sisters hating each other. But then on the other side, this mentality of anger and Um, let's see here. Let's see what women are saying. Going over with a feminist mentality. I'm gonna tell you about the feminist movement, because I lived through it, but I was at a teenage age. But my mom, who actually was coming through that, we've had discussions some years ago. But yeah, the feminist movement, it wrecked a whole lot of homes. It wrecked a whole lot of relationships, because when the white women started to tell our sisters that they don't need to be home raising their children, they can be out there with the man, they can be out there, and find themselves out there and push for their all that, this and that, careers and stuff like that. It caused a lot of havoc in a lot of families. So let's see. Fabulous Miss Tasha says, too much backstabbing, no loyalty. What else we got here? Hold 1 second, family. Hold 1 second. Hey, love. Hey, I'm over here doing. Oh, you're on the plane now? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm doing a live right now. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll talk with you. Have a beautiful flight, and give me a call when you arrive in New York. All right. Love you. I love you. All right. So that was her. She's on the plane, you all. She's on the plane and all that there. So yeah. But I'm what do we do? Let me hear some more. I need some women to help me understand. What is this mentality that women have become so just angered and I've seen some of the videos of women going toe to toe with men, and just like, where does this come from? I mean, Nicole 8902 Rodriguez says, if men had the control to stop tricking, all this madness would not exist. Okay, you do have those. You do have those people out there who's tricking. You do. Many African Americans demonstrate the same ignorance and naivety about the world that their white American counterparts express. Television programming, American program. Yeah, you would not believe when people. I've seen people watch these series shows and these movies, and how deplorable they are in portraying really what a black woman is. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this at. It was just, I'm just sharing with you all that my black woman just got on the plane, and I'm definitely gonna miss her, but I'm gonna continue on in my travels. MK, thank you for your giving. You say, my name is Mila. The problem arose when some sisters started operating from a mindset of scarcity of men, resources, and opportunities. I am 48 years old. Okay. Scarcity of men. I mean, if you're in America, definitely there's a scarcity of men. And man, I tell my daughters that. I'm like, I don't know how hard it's gonna be to connect with a brother. You need to come over to Africa where I am, because with most brothers locked up, a lot of brothers are down low, gay. Those out there who are, up to no good. It's a scarcity of men. But then also too, you know, I have to say too, the derogative nature of the men and what they've done and said to women, and women bought into it. It definitely it bothered me too. The music degrading the woman, um, the uh, the message of to get women to compete against each other for the man. You know, I've watched where women had, and I ain't saying all women, but I remember you had to have a mouthpiece to even try to talk a woman from out of her clothes. They didn't come off easy. And I know in the mid 90s and stuff and all that, you know, the bees and the hoes and all that right there. And then all of a sudden, you know, you started to see that the music started portraying women as loose, you know, hoes and stuff like that. And then it became this fad that, you know, women had to dress certain ways, behave certain ways, dance certain ways in order for this to happen. I think it became a competition amongst the women. I don't know. But what I found was that what I saw too also was just the mentality was changing in our women. I'm not here to beat up women, believe me. I'm here to support them. That's why I say I want to dedicate some time to help our sisters who are wanting to come to Africa to just get an understanding of the sisters that are here. And then hopefully too, that this could be a way to where sisters can start to heal from some of their past pains from America, and then having a total different approach with their African king. Because when I'm seeing, you know, there's majority women that's YouTubers that are putting out information than men. Of course there is, you know. And so we get to watch a lot of the drama that is going on within the women. And but I ask myself, you know, what is this though? And so I'm watching our sisters have meltdowns. And that's not good. That's not good, especially when we're supposed to be freeing ourselves from America, coming to Africa, trying to set in, connect with the locals, and yet we are having issues. Bringing a Western mentality over, and I'm watching our sisters go through a meltdown. Like I said, I did a video of this, and because a sister reached out to me, and she said that she wanted to share her experience with how when she was abroad, not abroad, abroad over the waters, overseas, and how even she had taken note on the behaviors of some sisters from the Western world. So, you know, I just don't know. But you're gonna see, you know, I want to do that. I want to dedicate, I guess, some time to as well, and to bring in some positive, powerful women here, because y'all ain't got it in America. We just don't have that, the you know, the really the women that are being aired and are being noted for, you know, the powerful contributions that they do to society. We just don't have it. All we have is a TV, music, and we're trying to emulate those and behave that certain way. And I know a few of the contributions that African sisters have done across Africa, and I want to showcase them. And you know, I think we need to learn from some of our African sisters. And there again, let me say again, I know Africa has its issues. I know that there's divorce that happens in Africa in relationships. But that's where I'm gonna be headed to. Also, please let me know. Put in here, somebody respond of what would you care to know about Africa? What is an interesting country you would like to see me go to and to be able to showcase? Yeah, Lamin Barku. You know what you're saying, what she said. I mean, I'm not going to repeat it, but that discouraged me. I ain't gonna say discouraged me. I was a little like thrown back. Burundi, Botswana. Okay, to Botswana. Your birth country. Black 40 Sunrise. I don't think I could go back to my birth country, which is Libya, right yet. I don't know. You know, they still upside down over there. Yes, I've been to Gambia, fabulous Miss Tasha. I was there in February. South Africa, G Griff says. Botswana. We got three Botswanas. Okay. Malawi. All right. Botswana again. Okay. Liberia. Okay. So far, Botswana is leading. Okay. Gabon. All right. South Africa got two. Zimbabwe. Okay. Namibia. Senegal. I was in Senegal, Kwame, in February. Gabon. Eritrea. You know, nobody really do Eritrea, Sudan, and they say that it's all in an uproar and everything. Cape Verde, Cameroon, Angola. Libya is Arab controlled. Don't go there. Well, I gotta go there. I gotta knock out all the countries. My wife haven't been there, and I need to go there to see it because I was a baby when I left out of there. So, Somaliland, yeah. Ghana, Ashanti from Ghana. Been there? Yep. Ethiopia, definitely want to hit Ethiopia. Eritrea, okay. Togo. Dude, go to Bots in Namibia. Congo, Namibia. Yeah, okay. Tanzania. Okay, I just came from Tanzania, and we'll be going back. Let me speak on that too. Yeah, I'll be going back to Tanzania here within a few weeks, and then I'm gonna settle down real quick, and then I'm try to see which direction that we're gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna say Botswana. Botswana is the winners thus far, and so I'm gonna do my research on Botswana. I booked tickets, and I can do a Botswana. I gotta check to see what their COVID and everything is, and then I'm gonna reach out, see if I can pull some contacts too. Anybody who's from Botswana, please email me at go back to Africa at gmail.com. Charlie Box, thank you for your giving. She says, hey Black, I wish I could have stayed. Wishing your wife a safe trip back home. I met you at Mabel's table. Be safe and stay positive. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey sis, how you doing? Yeah, I think you back in Atlanta. I think you from ATL. You was living in ATL. I think so, if I remember correctly. Hope you and your family is doing all well. Yeah. Oh, Mabel's Tables is a great place, family, to go. If you ever go down to go down to Ghana, go out there to Elmina and check out One Africa and Mabel's Table. They're right next door to each other. Powerful. You talking about some knowledge thrown across a table. They got elders that are sitting there who's been there for years. And they sit out there and they'll have their dinner and they'll drink, they drink. And the discussion starts rolling. I'm talking about some powerful African history and some messages. Woo! Man. Yeah. Thanks for reaching out there, sis. Appreciate that. Thanks for giving. Yes. Okay. So we have Mauritius. Okay. We are going to be visiting all these African countries. I'm gonna hit while my wife is gone and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna hit one country, and that's be Botswana. I think that's Botswana's the one that won. And then so let me do my research and homework on it. I think Botswana came out of some issues last year, and I think their economy is back on track. So I think they went bankrupt, but I do so much research on different African countries. I might get it mixed up with one of the neighboring. It might be in Zimbabwe, one of the two. Okay, let's see what other folks are saying out here. So Botswana, y'all, let's everybody do their little research on Botswana, and then you can give me some ideas of some places maybe I can hit up. All right, so everybody can go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's do that, fam. Okay. Let me see what people say here. There's another Botswana. California, Charlie from California. Okay, I don't know why is Atlanta. Maybe it's a couple other people there. Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, all right. And she said she missed it. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you guys, those who have not come yet, you gotta come. You got to come. So as Ben says, it was Zimbabwe. Okay. Mitch says Botswana ain't bankrupt. It's rich. Okay. So I had the two mixed up. So it's Zimbabwe I was thinking about. Okay. Just call me. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. See, I love that. I love for y'all. See, it's good to see people know. People know. A lot of people in here know about Africa. That's beautiful. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we'll do, family. I'm going to be residing over in Tanzania. I'm gonna be sitting tight because the word is that some African countries are going to be looking at getting the vaccine as soon as about March time frame, and I don't want to get caught in a place to where if I'm traveling and they're like, well, you got to get a vaccine before you go travel. I don't want to be in that position. And so I'm going to sit tight there. And so I'll be exploring Tanzania even further. I will be bringing video of the places I talked about previously for where foreigners can acquire land or a house or a condo or an apartment that are for sale, starting at $41,000. Two locations, one called Fumba and the other's called the Soul. I hope y'all got the links that I put in that video. Yeah. Reggie, you said the trolls run deep. Trolls are everywhere, y'all. Hey, and those who are new to my channel, I deputize you to be the moderator, and that is to ignore them. Ignore the trolls. So, yep. Ezra says most Southern African countries are more developed more than most African countries. Yeah, I still have an issue with South Africa. I've gotten many invites, and I, at this moment in time, am not trying to be around a lot of Europeans. So I'm just going to hold off on that until I can, absorb all of the Africans around me and just continue to be filled with, the glory of being around us doing for self, Yes. Akum Ra Amen Ra. Okay. Akum Ra says, peace, brother. On my way to Tanzania next week. We'll stay at Landmark Hotel on Mbezi Beach. Okay. Mbezi Beach. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Amana. Fashoro. Facial. Okay. Yeah, you will ignore the trolls. Exactly. Or block them so you can't read their messages. Yeah, hey, do whatever you can do. Eric says, check out Botswana for a small population, strong economy, and right next to South Africa. All sounds impressive to me so far. Yeah, we gonna see. Roly poly, excuse me. Roly poly, go black. I don't share your view on vaccines. Learn to trust science. Oh, I trust science. I don't trust man. Do your research on what they've done with vaccines to us. Do your research on what they have done to a people when it came to testing out different things, when it came to immunizations. I trust science. I love science. I don't trust man, let alone the European man when it comes into how they do business. Now, I'm not saying everybody, but what I'm saying is that there are those who are in positions who have alternative motives for the sake and the greed of money. So, yeah, you see what else we got here? Oh, okay. Latasha Manning. My family and I are coming to Dar es Salaam January 2nd. Hey, congratulations. All righty. Congratulations to you. And I'm quite sure you're going to enjoy it. Okay, Chi Chi or Chai Chai, Chi Chi Chai. You're right, bro, because Tanzania is the best country to be right now and really appreciate President Magufuli. Hey, I must say, he thumbed his nose at the Western people world and told them, we're going to do business as usual. He said in his faith that God had healed and did away with so-called COVID, or COVID is not doing what the rest of the world is doing to them. Yeah. Botswana, yeah, okay. Most definitely, family. So yeah, so if there's anything that y'all want to know or see in Tanzania is what they call it. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. Shoot me an email and let me know uh, what it is that you are interested in seeing, learning, what have you. I will be doing real estate, so don't worry about that. I will also find out about residency, and I think citizenship. You got to do some years or something like that. So I'll find out. Mm-hmm. Nobody goes to Dodoma. Okay, I'll find where that is. I've heard of it, but I don't know the location of it. I'm gonna have time on my hands, family. So, hey, I can just giddy up and go. So, let me know. And let me know why. Okay, let me know why. Okay, I just don't want to go to a place just to be going to a place if there's nothing that I cannot, give you some substance to know, anything like that. But let me know why. Yeah. For citizenship, yeah, you can Google it. I mean, I'm quite sure they have it on their website and all that right there. Connect with a traveling sister. We touched bases together and said that we'll probably do something. Uh, probably kick an interview or something like that. Stream it or whatever. Ooh, OMG, WTH. That is a very good question because I am going to do that. He they say, can you interview some whitey and ask them why they there? That me and my wife talked about that. I said I'm going to interview some of these foreigners so you can hear why they're there, so that you can see why you should be here. I'm definitely going to do that. OMG, definitely. While I'm here, and yeah, I really thought about doing it when I was leaving Zanzibar, because if you saw my video with all the Europeans that were in there, I was going to do it, but with security and all, and being there and filming, it would have been a little touchy. But yes, I'm going to do interviews with some of the Europeans. Yep. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate that. Good evening to you too. Where is the weed man in those towns? Is that to me? You can find weed here, yo. I've seen it. I've seen people growing it. Yo, yeah. It's here. It's here. Okay, Dodoma the new capital. There's supposed to be a lot of development. Okay, Ben. I'll research it on check it out on the internet, and I'll see. Let's see here. I went to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in 2012, and Kenya in 2014, in 2015. And Swahili, what do you say about Swahili is essential in those places. I really haven't got myself caught up without really finding people to speak English. You'd be surprised. I've ran across a lot of people who speaks English. I mean, I Uber everywhere, and most of the Uber drivers speak English. Taxi cab drivers speak English. Those in the restaurants, they were speaking English. Yeah. Can you please ask if the 2-bedroom properties in Tanzania are leaseholds? I would appreciate it. Bless you. From what I understand, your property is your property. And pass it on to your kids. This was told to me by one of my acquaintance of mine, who she purchased 2 of the properties. She passed it on to her kids, and they can hold on forever. Where can we support you outside of YouTube? Inez Edwards says, sharing my video. You can support me that way. Outside of YouTube. I don't know. I don't. I've had people email me about Cashapp and stuff like that, but I tell them, hey, I appreciate it, and then some people I give the Cashapp. It depends on, somebody feels as though that they were moved in a spiritual way to do it, but by you watching, that's where I am. I appreciate that though. I really appreciate it. Or some people donate right here and do a super chat, but I understand there are some countries like in Africa. I think if you're in Africa, you can't even do super chat, because I try to super chat people and they just won't allow me to super chat people. So it just blows my mind of some of the stipulations they have around Africa. Let's see here. What else we have, family? Y'all can ask whatever questions. I'm a transparent dude. I'm transparent. No shame in my game. I mean, there's just some questions I won't ask that are personal when it comes to involving other people, when it comes to my family members and stuff like that. But for myself, hey, ask whatever questions, I'm Caribbean. Oh, Wendy, okay, it's you again. Okay, I'm Caribbean, girl born in Paris. One of my dreams is to travel and set my foot one day in Africa motherland. Do it. Do it. Don't talk about it, just do it. Just do it. Oh, yeah. Do they have Cash App in Africa? I can't even access my Cash App, but I get an email if somebody had sent something to me. I can't, it doesn't operate here. Madagascar, I'm gonna do Madagascar. Happy Gardener, yeah, I mean Madagascar is definitely I'm gonna check out. Wigs and wine. What's wrong? Oh, is that? I don't even know if that's to me or not. It doesn't say go black, so I'm not going to answer that. I know people having sidebar conversations and all. Africa would take over the world if they got rid of the corrupt politicians. You know, corruptions is everywhere. You think America's not corrupt? I think America's probably the biggest corrupt country that there is. It's just covert, you know. And so, that's how the small 1% can control America. The corruption. You know, when you talk about the banking of America, when you talk about the oil control of America, when you talk about the military of America, it's the corruption's all around. The corruption's everywhere. And after you want to say Africa is corrupt, you got to remember it takes two to be corrupt. So that means that those leaders who are corrupt are being corrupt with the Europeans. That's who they're corrupt with. But then you have to understand too, because we're not sitting in their shoes. There's a lot of political things that they have to deal with when you talk about getting things done for your country. Sometimes you got to wash one hand to feed the other. To do the other, whether it's rubbing elbows, whatever. And I'm not saying you should be corrupt and do without your people. But let me ask you a question, family. What would you do if a country told you, if you didn't follow such thing, we're going to run a sanctions against your country, and we're not going to import or export from that country. We're not going to export goods to your country. We're gonna sanction, and we're going to throw an embargo against you. What are you going to do? How do you handle when a person comes up with that, and you got to look at the millions of people in your country, and you got to make a decision if you do or don't, the impact or it will have upon a people. And this happens every day. And this is a tug of war battle that I know a lot of the brothers who are presidents here have to deal with. They can take you out at any given day. They've done, many of the leaders here. Take them out. You don't follow, we take you out. We'll place somebody in your place. Put somebody in your place. This is what happened. It's a tough situation. It's very tough. Thank you, Inez Edwards, for your donation. I appreciate you for that. Inez, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes, this is how the Western world has bullied the Western. Okay, we have to understand. I keep hearing that over and over again. Africa's corrupt. Africa's corrupt. Corrupt with who though? All right, we got to understand this, people. You got to know politics. Now, I don't know everything about politics, but there's things I do know that exist when it comes to some governments. I've been in the military 20 years. Okay. I've been in the Defense Intelligence Agency I worked in. I worked at the Pentagon. I worked in the Space Command. I worked in, up in Cheyenne Mountain in there at the headquarters of war gamings and all that stuff there. I was privy to a lot of sensitive information, top secret SCI information that you will not believe what the U.S. do. They tell you a different story when it comes to over the TV. Yes, I was the department. I was in the military. Golden Heart, were you born in Africa? Yes, I was born in Libya, Tripoli, Libya. Thank you for giving. Appreciate that, Golden Heart. Sometimes you got to make a stand and stop being afraid when you're going to get tired of being bullied. These guys are super rich and people can barely eat. Yes, that's true. That's true. But what do you do though? What do you do, family, when you have somebody who will walk up to you and say, if you don't give me $100, okay, your sweet little daughter that goes to such and such elementary school, and you live at such and such address, and you can call the cops all day long because there's many of us. What do? Do you give the $100, or do you just say, I'm gonna stand up to you, I ain't giving you nothing? I don't know what I'll do. Give the $100 to save my daughter. That's probably what I will wind up doing. Where's your wife? Africa says. She is on the plane about to head back to the U.S. Definitely is a bullish world. It's definitely a bullish world, Kwame. I mean, it is. And you got to know how to navigate through it. You know, you got to know how to navigate through it. And there's just no right answer when you got countries who are allies together who comes and put their knee on your neck and say, you're not going to do this and you're not going to do that. And if you do, your people are going to suffer. What do you think happened to Zimbabwe? You think that collapse was because of them? No. It was straight up from Europe who caused the collapse of Zimbabwe because of their president. Yeah, military folks know all the inside dirt that goes on in the U.S. Believe them. You know, every country has has its counterintelligence agencies. You know, this is big business. There's counterintelligence all around. People talk about agents and stuff on the internet and stuff. These people don't know what they're talking about. They're calling YouTubers agents and stuff like that. They don't even have a clue what an agent is. You know, really what an agent is. Who cares about if I'm a YouTube? You think that the U.S. care that I'm a agent? I mean, that's getting a following, and that they're gonna really care about me? No. This agent talk is just ridiculous, today. Let me say this too also about agents, so that y'all can be a little educated on agents, okay? An agent only stays in his or her lane. Other agents don't even know other agents. It's a world that is as secret as they come. Nobody knows who is an agent. Even the agent doesn't know who his agent is. If y'all remember the contraband scandal when it came to Ollie North and all of them, and back in the 80s, do your research on that. Thanks a lot, Dolores, George, for much speaking blessings on my wife's flight. Appreciate that. Dan, you're absolutely right. We see some of these leaders who got all the privileges and their kids and all that right there. They fly to Europe and the UAE, and they have the best cars and houses, and they have all the great things, and there's corruptions that go on. It does. And you know what? It should be stopped. But what do you do? What do you do? Yaya Ori says, wow, I didn't know Libya. I don't know Libya. Can you explain how it was and what you think when you see it now? I was just a baby. My mom was in there 2 weeks and then we were out of the country. So I don't know, only from what she told me how it was back then. Afri Nola, I sent a super chat saying we want to see the black middle class area, and I donated because I enjoy seeing you interview business owners and everyday people. Well, thanks for your giving. I'm sorry I missed that. Sometimes some things this screen flips and you try to stay up with it and it goes up and down. I don't know, but hey, thanks a lot. But yeah, I've been showing some middle class places, and I will continue because. I know there are middle class people out there. And to interview some business owners, okay, all right. Definitely I can do that. And I have done that. I've interviewed business owners. You just gotta go through my videos. Yeah. Okay. Nancy DC, right. I heard a CIA person say what you are saying. Yeah, I mean, whoever that CIA agent was, typically a CIA agent will never expose himself. He will never even disclose he was a CIA agent. Because if he gives himself up, he is vulnerable now to outside pressures to gain information from what he was doing. But I know that I've seen videos of some supposed CIA agents that were, speaking on when they were agents and stuff like that. I know I'm not sure of actually the rules and policies of the CIA agents. I do know for me, because I held some clearances there, that there was just information I could not disclose up to a certain amount of time, up to a certain amount of years, that I could not disclose that information. And so I'm not sure how CIA is how long it is until if they can come forward. But from what I know, agents don't disclose they were agents. Chinese versus Europeans and Americans, who are the most dangerous thieves? A thief is the most dangerous thief. Don't matter who you are. No matter where you from. If you a thief, you dangerous. I don't care your ethnicity or whatever. Okay. I'm Burundi. There's a lot of beautiful land for $10,000. Fab Cell, are you in Burundi right now? Fedorari says people throw around the word agent too loosely. That's true. It's disgusting. People lost their lives off of an agent tag in the 60s. That's how the BPP was destroyed. Not even only that, if people say you was a communist in the 60s, you in America, for somebody to tag you as a communist, you're going to lose everything. FBI going to come in and all that there, and you become on the list, and you're going to be investigated, and you're going to lose everything. And that's what they did with a lot of us brothers and sisters, is the FBI would call them communists, whether you're talking about Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or, Huey P. Newtons and all those black activists there. FBI comes and says, hey, you're communists, you're against the grain. You're against America. Yep. So family, I want to just come in and let y'all know the missus on the plane. She is in the air as we speak, and definitely I'm truly going to miss my wife, but she's going to be back hopefully by the end of February or in March, and we will be celebrating our 5th anniversary together. And so it's we haven't decided where we're going to go. All depends on what's going on with this whole COVID thing, but hopefully she will be able to come at that moment in time, and then we will be able to thanks a lot, Super Truthful, for the congrats. But we're looking at traveling to some country. Yeah. Yeah. Big ups to Mrs. Go Black. Appreciate it, CG. Yep. Anybody else have any other questions? Go Black, do you do cryptocurrency or are you interested in it? I have invested in Acons, a coin, which is I just got an email on. They're about to kick it up, and it's on the market now, sitting at 14 cents, I think it is, for his A coin. But I invested in his vision that he had, and So yeah, I'm involved on that aspect of it. But as far as the Bitcoin, no, I'm not in Bitcoin. Yeah, 5 years. Thanks, Patricia Smith. I appreciate it. Yep, 5 year anniversary. Yeah, Don Lee, the U.S. only cares about money and power. Do you know that's what keeps America rich is the military? And if you look at all the minorities that are in the military fighting to keep the small percentage rich and keep their control, that's what the world's strongest military. We're supposed to be the U.S. supposed to be the strongest military, and it's all being backed by a lot of minorities. And guess what? I just read 4 or 5 months ago, they are getting Africans who are signing up and enlisted for the U.S. military and be housed here in Africa. America is now shifting and bringing and embracing in Africans to be joining their military and to be based in Africa. Don't even need a U.S. citizenship. You didn't even need one anyway. You could do a 4 year term in the military and not have your U.S. citizenship, as long as you had your a residency, what have you. But after 4 years, if you didn't have it, you couldn't re-enlist in the military. But this is what they've done. Check it out. Read up on it. This is what the U.S. military is doing. Swag Nation. Oh, the U.S. base is in Djibouti. Okay, Ethiopia. All right. Yeah, I even heard it was even on the West Coast. I didn't hear about Djibouti. Green card. Yeah, super truthful. Yeah. What's the agenda? A. The bigger, the better, the stronger. When you got a military force that is around the globe. Now you think about it. The military has military bases, probably in a majority of the continents. And they're more than any other country. And so when you are housed in other people's countries with military bases, because you have your allies and stuff, that's what keeps us strong. China doesn't have military bases all throughout the world. Now they got a base now that I heard here in Africa, and I think it was over in Djibouti. But U.S. is around the globe with military bases. They don't have one in Russia. They don't have it in China, but they do have them in Japan, Korea. They have it, of course, in Hawaii. They have them down in South America. They have them even over here in Africa. They have them in Germany. They have them in Italy. They have them in Spain. They have them in. I've been to the majority of them bases. They have them on, and that's just I'm talking about just the Air Force. Then you got the Army. Then you got the Navies, and then you got the Marine places. So that's what keeps America strong. This channel has turned political or what? Jorah, no, it hasn't turned. It's not about no political. I'm just sharing, sharing the views, And there's nothing wrong with being political. You can talk political at times, nothing wrong with it. So I'm getting down to the end. I don't see any other questions. Yeah, okay. So family, I appreciate y'all coming in. Thanks for even coming in just to see the status of my wife and all that right there. She'll be gone. Many people have asked if she's still going to continue to be on the channel, and she will. We'll do some streaming with her at times, and hopefully I can plug her in. I did a couple of videos early on. I want to see. Does anybody remember me doing some couple of videos with my wife when I started my channel? Just to see. And I pulled those off. But was anybody around that long to see the 2 videos I did of my wife, her sitting and talking. Anybody know what she did, what I was videotaping? Okay, all right. Nobody was around that long. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have her though. We'll have her on there. You know. Is Serenity coming back too? I'm not sure if Serenity's gonna come back or not. You know, 16, and you know, she's and those know I'm not her biological dad, and you know, she has a biological dad, so she spends time also with him and stuff like that. So the you know, we had to basically bribe her to come, you know, and all that right there. But you know, she liked her time, and so somebody said, "Oh, really? She's his stepdaughter?" Yeah, you know, but yeah, so you know, she's glad that she came on the trip, and you know, and all that right there. But you know, she's a teenager, and she misses her friends, and you know, and don't want to be too far away from her siblings and family. So who knows? Who knows? I keep telling them I'll find her husband though. Here in Africa. Oops. Here in Africa. Fabulous Miss Tasha. Put the video back up. Well, you know what? I'm gonna talk to my wife about it, you know, but we'll see. We'll see. And we might continue with that. We'll see. Thank you, Ingrid. I appreciate you. You're awesome too. I'm not sure if that question's for me, Raphael. How do you guard your heart from against issues of life? I'm not sure if that's questions for me or not. Stallion, thanks for forgiving. What happened? I just come on. We just been talking, man. A wife is on the plane headed back to the U.S. And you know, some side information. That was it. Some things I'm gonna be doing in the future. You can always rewind and listen. Keep up the good work, Ebony. Davis said to me, thank you very much. Yes, I'll meet African Traveler. I'll be calling him tomorrow. I shot him an email and I haven't heard back from him yet. I know he's busy as well, but I'm gonna try to give him a call tomorrow, and we're gonna see if we can connect. Thank you, family. Thank you. God bless you too, Abdul. Yes. Mason said the Bible has the answer. Okay, all right. When's my next live? I am not sure. Probably in a day or two. You know, depends on what I walk across and something that I want to share. I will definitely hit a live on it. You know, Kenya is very hard, family. Kenya is very hard to videotape. You know, and photos. Gosh, everywhere we're going is like no videotaping, no photos. You know, my wife was a little bit upset behind it because she wanted to capture some things, but there's just places. I mean, Kenya's tough on videotaping, and like I said in one of my videos, go to Wadamaya's. He was arrested here in Kenya for videotaping. They swooped him up in the car and took him around the way, and then tried to squeeze money out of him. So, you know, thanks, Lorraine and Press. Hey, thank you for me doing a great job. I appreciate that. So with that, family, I wish you all well. I thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for your kind words. Thank you all for just having conversation and all, and your well wishes for my wife. And definitely, I'll be back, and we'll see what we have next. You all have a beautiful night. Thank you for those who gave financially. Heart of giving, appreciate you. Thanks for you all giving your time, just watching and listening. Those who are sharing, those who wanted to give, wherever. I appreciate the person who is wanting to give, you know, and I thank all of those who are just sharing this information with other people. Thank you for all the blessings. Y'all have a good night.